iconic legends Smashing Pumpkins have released a brand new record, sort of out of the blue. It has been announced, I believe, but no singles. Aghori, Mhori, May. I'm gonna feel like there's gonna be a lot of struggling to pronounce this, but let's dive into this record. Edin gives us a nice breath of fresh air for the band. I really enjoy the way that the guitars kind of work their way through this tune. I think this one has some amazing drums, some instrumentation, and I think that's a positive, knowing how we've had some pretty weak instrumentals in the last few records. Matter of fact, I will say Smashing Pumpkins' last albums have been pretty disappointing, but Edin is more of a step in the right direction, and I feel like this is the type of sound I think the band can get away with for a fun album. But yeah, first track, it is pretty good. I like this one a lot. Pentagrams, you go on, continues, gives you some good hard rock, but some also melodic moments. I think the blending is fantastic, honestly. It's another good track that follows through, but you do start to notice minor problems. I feel the production is a bit odd throughout these tracks, and I think that's going to be something for the rest of the album as well, from what I've listened to. The mixing mainly being the main problem. I kind of feel like the voice or Billy Corgan's vocals feel like they're drowned out, or there's some weird effect over them that doesn't sound natural. And the instrumentals do sometimes drown a little bit of it, but yeah, probably say it's more of a mixing issue than a production one. But production's not the best either, I will say that. But songwriting, I think this definitely feels like what I imagine Smashing Pumpkins will do. And still, I think these songs are definitely an improvement from what we've had for the last little while. We have a shorter track, Sighommi. This was made into a single. Got the single treatment. It's a good track. It's fine, I think. It's probably my least favourite of the tracks so far mentioned. It just doesn't really quite have the concrete structure of what the first two had. The first two had more room to build up this concept they're going for. This one's just kind of already going through the sound start to finish, not much variation to pull me in, but it's still a decent track. Pentecost wasn't necessarily my cup of tea, but I do like the ideas they bring into this track, and they used in other tracks as well when it comes to the slower, moodier sound they want to create here. They use synths and a mixture of orchestral instrumentals, so you've got your strings blending with these electronic synths, which is interesting, and I think it does work. But in Pentecost, the song wasn't as interesting to me in that concept. But we go into War Dreams of itself. This one's great. I love this one a lot. This is probably one of my favourite tracks. I just love the energy on it. It just has that feel good Smashing Pumpkins sound to it, which, you know, I can't really say that we've had that in a while. I feel like this is shaping to probably be one of the better releases, actually, now I think about it. And then Who Goes There? Again, another one, same track length as the previous track, and I'm starting to notice that a lot of these tracks start to go back into the kind of 3 to 4 minute mark, but it's not like Sighommi. I think these ones do make better use of the time, and they definitely get to the point of what they want to within it. Who Goes There is another good track that's quite addictive. 999, yep, longer track. This one's great. I think this one as well nails the formula that this record's going for, and it's got some pretty interesting riffs as well that caught me. Go With The Fool. I don't remember this one too much, but I definitely know it's still another good track. Just one I think I wouldn't put as high as some of the others, but still good. Sicarus. This one, I literally feel like this is something I could see some prog metal, prog rock act like Tool, or I don't know, something with kind of that very experimental palette to it to create. This one's great. It's just so good in my opinion. This is definitely one of my favourite tracks, and it caught me by surprise, because this definitely is something I think could have gone on for like another couple minutes and not feel like it drags on. This one has the ambition that I think Smashing Pumpkins definitely were looking for. Pretty good track. And then Murnau, it's fine. I think for an album close it does the job. It's slower, it's similar to Pentecost, it uses strings a lot more, bit of synths, but the strings are a lot more highlighted on this track than the others, and it's fair, it makes for a decent closer. But yeah, if I had to say anything, this is much better than what we've had for the last while from Smashing Pumpkins. They have been disappointing for quite a bit. Even the latest record that came out not too long ago, I think it was last year, I didn't get to review it, but it was not even my cup of tea. It just wasn't really something that felt interesting in the slightest. It's just another kind of album created for the sake of just revenue. But this definitely feels like there's a lot more effort put into it, a lot more experimenting, and in the formula's working there. I feel like there's some great ideas. Not the best stuff, definitely not that best, but I mean, for a new album, this definitely is a turning point into a better era for Smashing Pumpkins, and I'll applaud that as it is. It's a good album. I think I'm just going to give it a 3 out of 5 though, because while there is some good elements, I don't think the band quite explore past this formula. I think the mixing is kind of annoying, even on the better tracks, and while there is some pretty good stuff, it doesn't come close to stuff like Melancholy, to be honest. I feel like there's potential, but it just needs a bit more of a push further in this direction. I think they can find a gold again. But yeah, it's a good album. Hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next video.